Our winner from the last game. It is Imyohan, the Emperor himself, otherwise known as the one, the only Slayers.
Slayers BoxeR.
Dang it, Slayers BoxeR.
Now,
what kind of an intro is that?
It's interesting. Slayers BoxeR sounds pretty awesome, right? Sounds pretty strong.
It does.
He actually said in an interview once that he picked it just because he's like, you know what? What would sound awesome? What would sound really intimidating?
MVP Avenge.
It wouldn't be that.
Oh, that guy.
I'm sorry, I completely
Well,
messed up
Avenge
the
is a
intro.
little bit intimidating. No, it worked out. It worked out. It's okay. That's perfectly fine.
Avenge is intimidating too, actually. Oh.
He's Avenge. That's an intimidating name.
BoxeR just wanted to come up with an intimidating sounding name, so he's like, Slayers. Yeah, that sounds cool. Like I'm killing people, and then BoxeR. That sounds strong too. So that's he just kind of come up with a name just kind of spontaneously.
Slayers BoxeR.
Like Artosis.
Well, you know, a lot of Korean players do come up with their names very spontaneously, aka Nesty.
Yeah.
Hey, it's on my desk. I'll name myself that.
Yeah.
I very nearly named myself Paperclip when I started my Korean account.
Really?
No, not really. But if there would have been a Paperclip.
I haven't seen any paperclips at the GOM house. Maybe you holding out on me?
No, yeah, I've got all the paperclips.
Okay.
It's my secret shame. I'm a paperclip hoarder, Moltrap.
Artosis actually just told me that AnyPro had an AnyPro monitor in front of him when he made his Battle.net account.
Oh.
That's why he named himself that.
Well, there you go. A lot of free sponsorship among Korean pro names.
Yeah.
So cross positions on Metalopolis, and that can lead to a lot of things, obviously, in a TVP. TVP is one of those great matchups, too, where there's so many different avenues that the players can go in terms of their teching. So that's always very fun to see. You can obviously be very aggressive, you can be very defensive, you can go for high tech, you can go for a lot of tier 1. It's one of those matches where it's so many different options. A bountiful. There are more options in TVP than that big ice cream store has flavors. What's it called, Baskin Robbins or something?
Speaking of free promotion.
I guess so. More than 31 openings in TVP.
Yeah, 31 openings in TVP.
Yeah.
And I hear TVP does shakes now.
Maybe if the rally thing was still alive, you could make your Marines shake or something.
BoxeR is doing the exact same build as last time. 1 barracks, 1 Marine to block the scout, and then into a command center. And it seems like Avenge is, well, we have yet to see what he does this time. Now, cross positions is actually going to help BoxeR, in my estimation, because we saw, we had heard that Avenge is a very cheesy player, and in fact, a proxy pylon not proxy, but hidden pylon rather. Anyway, we heard he was cheesy, and he did go for a 2-base all-in last game. So being a little bit farther away is going to help BoxeR hold off those attacks if he does go for something crazy.
It does certainly help quite a bit. The distances do reduce the likelihood, of course, but then at the same time with a Protoss player, they have that warp inability, and that pretty much lets them do a lot of...
hold that thought. A Twilight Council going down by that pylon on the left. There it is. So I think we might be seeing a DT rush, because that was super fast. He's saving, well, he's not saving up gas, but he has both of his gases and only one gateway.
I think you're absolutely right, Moltrap. We could definitely see DTs. Not a big reason to hide your Twilight Council if you're going Blink or something. Now the question is, will BoxeR be ready for it? Looks like he's going to have 2 command centers. BoxeR moving out with a small force of SCVs. They're probably going to put up some bunkers. There they go. So very standard opening, and a lot of times, there's a Dark Shrine as well.
There we go.
Dark Shrine being proxied over at that hidden location. And now if BoxeR does what a lot of Terran players do, he'll get his engineering bay very soon, and he'll put a turret up by his bunkers. So if he does that, obviously he'll be able to see the DTs coming in, and hopefully he'll have some scans as well.
Yeah.
But there's another forward pylon going down. The probe getting spotted, though. Is BoxeR going to think something's up and scout that pylon, though? It's so close.
That's interesting. He actually already scouted up there. He already scouted all around his base to see if there's proxy pylons. Didn't find any, fell back, and now the pylon goes down afterwards. Dark Shrine is 2/3 complete. Those things take forever to complete, so the eBay is actually going to be up first.
Yep.
If he builds a turret immediately, he's going to be completely safe. And there's the turret.
Yep.
You're going to see it in a moment. Sorry about that. There we go.
So BoxeR, just by playing standard, this is very standard in a TVP matchup where you go that early barracks into expand. Just by playing standard, it keeps you safe against things like DTs. And these DTs are coming out maybe a little bit slower than the fastest of the fast DT rushes, but they're coming out pretty quickly. So
and there's the first DT.
you can see it right away. There you go. So Slayer's BoxeR feeling very safe, and now Avenge is in a terrible position because he has to kind of think, what am I going to do? Now, I don't think the turret reaches that far bunker.
No, he could pick away that bunker if he wanted.
He could.
Looks like he's going to try and go in and get some SCVs.
Yeah, now the turret should be able to see the DT. It's right on the edge right now, but if he moves into the mineral line, I think he'll be able to see it. And the DT is in the mineral line right now. He's getting a couple kills. Escaping beyond the range of vision, though. And does BoxeR have energy for scans?
He's saving it up. It looks as if he does have no scans, actually.
Yeah, it's going to be a little while.
Depending on that turret. And recycling those vulnerable bunkers, very good move. Now, the thing is even though he didn't do any damage, well, he got a few kills, but not worth the cost of the DTs. Did virtually no damage with these DTs. He has been able to take an expansion, and he knows that BoxeR has to stay in his base until he's got, 4 scans or a Raven.
Right.
So he has just been chrono boosting out probes like crazy, and has gotten his Harvester count up to 42 probes right now.
Yeah, it certainly does buy you a lot of time to do an opening like Dark Templars against Terran. It keeps them in their base. Even when they move out, they have to either have that Raven, like you said, or have scans saved up. And it's just really good, too, to mix a DT in with the army. Oh, there we go. Looks like the pylon getting seen by Slayer's BoxeR, though.
Canceled at the last moment.
Slayer's BoxeR with some great game awareness, of course. And so now it looks like Zealot Charge being upgraded.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does okay against Bio. Not terribly well, but it does okay. It does at least let your Zealots close in on the Marauders, get a hit or two off on them. BoxeR going very, very heavy Bio. It makes sense if you already got
the council.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well get it. Now, Avenge does have an observer out there. It looks like Slayer's BoxeR is going to see another pylon. No, the probe deciding not to do the pylon. No, there it is. And Slayer's BoxeR.
He really wants to do this little cheesiness.
You know, why not?
And is that... Nope, Marine does not see it. Nope.
I think he may have spotted the observer. We'll see.
He does have a turret in his main, so the SCVs are not going to be very much under attack. He might have to use a scan to save one of his barracks or something.
All right. I think we've got a factory flying around. BoxeR 2. Oh, the DT's got into the base, but cleaned up pretty quickly. Looks like did he lose a tech lab? I don't think he lost anything. That was too quick. And that pylon will go down.
I'm not sure. He may have canceled it also. Yeah. And
another DT
sneaking around the side. BoxeR knows it's there, I believe.
Factory is not going to see it, of course. Now this DT may be able to come in, wait for BoxeR to move out, of course, and then come in and do some damage. There's a turret going up, so I don't think the DT is going to do a lot unless BoxeR has absolutely 0 units there. That pylon's still there.
Ooh, bit of a drop. I'm a little curious that BoxeR is not trying to get Ravens or anything. And he's actually... You can see in the production tab, his response to the DTs is actually to get ghosts. That is really cool.
Yeah, well, you can EMP DTs as well. Now, BoxeR's going to go and drop. Is he going to barely miss the technology? He is. Just trying to avoid the main walking paths, but in doing so, he missed that hidden tech. Here comes the drop from Slayer's BoxeR, though. Dropping at the main base of MVP Avenge. Only one DT being warped in. BoxeR, I'm sure, does have scans saved up. One scan going down, but it's not in the right location. BoxeR getting caught.
Robo goes down.
Medevac's picking up those units.
Wow.
And escaping. So...
And when you're spending that much gas on Dark Templar and Sentries and Charge, then you only have Zealots and they can't attack Medevacs.
Yeah, they can't. There's no jump upgrade. They can only run faster. Maybe if you put a ramp in the game, they could like run really fast up the ramp. And
yeah, if they could somehow charge up the ramp at the front of your base.
Just like
hop over the depot.
There is Ghost Energy, I believe that's the icon for it, being researched. Now, MVP Avenge is actually ahead in worker count right now, and I think he's going to take a third pretty soon as well. Yeah, those pylons say that there will be a Nexus, and there it is. So MVP Avenge actually expanding before Slayer's BoxeR, just because BoxeR has to play so defensively.
Yeah.
So right now, Avenge a little bit in the lead here.
BoxeR does have a CC building at his natural that we see right here. He's going to be able to float it over and get a third as well.
Yep.
He's going to probably produce ghosts here pretty soon. Now that the energy upgrade is about to complete, he'll produce a couple ghosts. And then he'll be able to move out because he won't have to waste comsats. He can just use an EMP,
Yeah.
which is not that much energy if you have a few ghosts.
Robo Bay going down for Avenge. He will be going into probably more of a regular bio type opening. Oh, DT, is he going to deny the turret? Looks like indeed. Whoa, he missed. Oh, I see. One armor upgrade for the Terran armies as we see that DT getting taken out. Means that the SCVs take 2 hits from the Dark Templars instead of 1.
The Protoss has 1 armor, but no weapons upgrades right now.
Yep. So, and actually for Protoss, you generally want to get armor first, just because it makes a big difference in terms of Zealots. So Zealots plus Guardian Shield makes Marines do a lot less damage.
Yeah.
So it's very common.
I forget the number, but it takes a ridiculous amount of hits
Yeah,
for Marines to kill Zealots if they have that.
If the Terrans aren't up on their upgrades, it basically make Marines kind of
Yeah.
shooting BB guns, basically.
Those things
against the
hurt.
Zealots. Well, they can sting, but they don't kill you. And Zealots, man, they are not named Zealots because they can't take a little bit of pain to further their cause.
Indeed.
They're pretty tough.
They'd
I've
give
heard.
their life for Iron.
That's right. They live to serve. I've heard.
Indeed.
Met a Zealot once, and that's all. He just kept repeating it. I was like, well, do you like do anything else? He's like, I live to serve.
Wow.
Okay.
BoxeR has almost 30 Marauders right now. I like this play. This is something, again, that we saw on Monday in Code A. I forget which TVP it was, but the heavy Marauders, I believe it was Ganji, getting a lot of Marauders because, if the Protoss isn't going to get air, then you don't need anything but Marauders. Marauders are going to be better than Marines, at least in terms of kiting. They have less DPS, but you can slow everything down. They take a lot more damage before dying from Colossi, things like that. Although I don't see any signs of. Never mind, there's Colossus.
I think it was Ganji and Nuts that had that really long game on Terminus, of course. That was a journey, wasn't it?
Indeed, indeed.
So Slayer's BoxeR moving out right now. He's got a lot of medevacs. Not any Vikings. Ghost will have Cloak pretty soon. That's going to let him kind of edge up and EMP those sentries. It's going to be very important.
He's actually building. Oh my goodness. BoxeR is actually building a second Ghost Academy.
Ooh, you know what that means?
We might see some explosions on Explosions
Explosion NL.
army. Theoretically.
Getting exploded.
One can hope. At this point, he's still just getting Ghost upgrades.
BoxeR already eating 3-3 for his bio, as well as, is that ship weapons upgrade? I believe it is.
Yes,
ship weapons upgrade.
For Vikings.
A lot more gateways being added by Avenge. Definitely not playing as all-in this game as he did before. All-in, of course, is a technical term. Feel free to use any time. Here comes BoxeR, though. He's kind of got stuck on that ramp, though. The angle isn't the best. Slayer's BoxeR trapped by all those force fields. This is hugely bad for BoxeR. Not enough medevacs to keep all that bio alive. The robo units tearing apart the bio of Slayer's BoxeR. And now BoxeR getting very, very behind in the army count.
Wow, that was horrible for BoxeR. And we might even see Avenge. He's got 3 Colossi. BoxeR has 0 Vikings on the map. This could be absolutely huge. I think we might see Avenge just go for the kill right now, and I don't think there's anything BoxeR can do to stop it. He's got a handful of Marauders at his main. He's got a bunker.
There's Avenge. There's BoxeR. There's BoxeR's base. There's BoxeR's units. There's Avenge's army. Here comes all the Zealots.
He's got to kite back. There's not very many force fields left. If he kites back, he might be able to hold off the Zealots and avoid damage from the Colossi, which he is doing. Almost all the Zealots are dead. Can he come back and actually take out those units? But wow,
Just
5 Thermal Lance Colossus. Too much.
One Colossus not even needing to participate. He's like, I'm done.
And BoxeR is in tatters.
That's right. Moving up the ramp now to the main of BoxeR. He waited a little bit too long to move in, and then the angle wasn't the best. That cost him his entire army. Looks like it cost him the game as well.
GG coming from BoxeR, and we are going to see a game 3.
Oh boy, we are 1-1. Avenge can't believe he just beat Slayer's BoxeR.
He is so relieved.
Emotions are running so high. That must be like Avenge's
That must be Avenge's mom, I
Gotta
wonder.
be. Came to support his son today at the GSL. BoxeR not looking too happy.
Not looking happy, but I don't think he looks phased.
Well,
he's the kind of player that I don't think he's gonna let it get to him.
Yeah, BoxeR's been playing for so long. He's played in so many matches under so much pressure that he's one of those guys that can just handle it. Shed that pressure, focus on the game. So if there's anyone that can come back under this situation, it's BoxeR, but the world is watching right now. This is absolutely huge. Will Slayer's BoxeR be eliminated from the GSL? He's fallen pretty far.
He was in the semifinals not that long ago,
Yeah.
and here he is fighting for his life in Code A. It's going to come down to the last game, which is going to be on Terminus Re, another large map. Again, I want to say that's going to favor BoxeR a little bit. I hope, because it is a larger map, and I wouldn't be surprised if Avenge decided to go for a cheesy all-in to try to finish off the series. Sometimes when you're even and it's the last game, you see players, they don't want to go for something long-term. They want to just try and close it out.
Well, I think last game was a really good example of Avenge knowing that BoxeR is going to play really safe. So he said, okay, I'm just going to sit back and mass up a huge army because I know that chances are very good in the late game that I'm going to have more than you will. And in terms of DPS, in terms of composition, and that's exactly what happened.
He had a really good income.
Let's go.
We're going to get underway.